Back for another one. Just had to redo the Navia thing because of our crash. I just picked the same options, obviously, so we get the same results. I'll pick our stuff up again. We get our money from Horgus. Dara. Okay. I don't think the example is clearly illustrates the difference between Justica, first human kingdom, okay. Legionnaires in the last war and the Crusaders. Protection of form and spirit, they are imbued with during the creation, turn them into parts of a well-balanced war machine, not a raging bunch of individuals, not a united, but a united whole. Now tell me again why I'm supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults, where everyone is fighting for their ego and their fight for beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice. Some of the Crusaders crumble unhappily, but it's clear that they are captivated by the woman's words. The only exception is this scraggly, disheveled halfling monk whose puppy black eyes give him a okay. Like we got ourselves a student of warfare. Were your words meant to recognize my achievements or start a fight the way Mendevian Crusaders usually do? Those gists of yours, or whatever, had come for us. We'd have guts for garters. You think we never fought a mighty adversary before? Soldier's stern face cannot fully conceal his relish. I would love to see you storm a 60-foot tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back. And I'll have you know these fortifications were defended by Jiskan priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They use the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher in the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? Who are you? I'm Indara, a warrior magus and scholar of classical warfare from Garand. I admit that I am mildly offended by the fact that my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I'm willing to accept this is due to Aveston's isolation from the sophisticated culture of the world at large. Come a long way to be here. I think to myself as an inhabitant of Golaron. And I don't narrowly identify with any country in particular. Why'd you come here? To witness a legendary war, confrontation between the denizens of the plain of famous for its love of violence and the Crusaders from every continent, united by the common goal of defending their home, an epic struggle of colossal proportions. That hasn't been particularly epic so far, truth be told. Maybe she just can't see from here. The view will get way more epic if she stops hiding among us and takes a walk outside. Seems like dreams amongst words worthy of comment. Looks like you know more about the warfare than any of us. Oh, am I hearing things, or did someone finally acknowledge my confidence at the art of warfare? Perhaps there is a sufficiently open-minded person among the Crusaders after all. I find myself pleasantly surprised. Why don't you join the Crusaders and tell them how the fight should be done? No. I'm a historian, an analyst, a theorist. Do you know what these three words have in common? They describe a mortal woman who does not participate in conflict upon which her thesis will be founded. But then again, I will hardly be able to describe this mess as anything other than a feeble likeness of the last war of Jiska. The more dangerous the upcoming scuffle is, the more motivated we are to find clever and pretty words to justify not actually doing enough fighting. What's this last war that you mentioned? That's War of Jiska, of course. A large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. It was a war between Assyrian, Ara of Forgotten Plagues, the war that ended the legendary Jessica Imperium, an epic struggle that became the most vibrant page in military history. Alas, all conflicts that follow it were but a pale shadow, including the one I'm witnessing here. Why did you find it so inspiring? Imagine legions of golems imbued with extra-planar spirits marching in a battle. Imagine flying cities that swoop out of the clouds like terrifying monstrous birds of prey, drop forces on top of enemy castles. Picture gigantic mechanism powered by a captive, a very angry demon and devils. Imagine standing in the warpath of walking citadels, having to cover your ears to block out the sound of cannons loaded with shrieking elements. Finally, imagine the ultimate weapon that defeated Jessica, the deadly night plague. This affliction was an attack dog, a trained epidemic, a tamed pestilence, striking only those who its master wanted to kill. Imagine all these terrors understanding that no fight of fancy can even come close to the horror of nightmares that they made real. How do you know so much about it? I can say without false modesty that there is no more authoritative researcher in WotR. When it comes to the history of warfare, 3,000 years before the foundation of Aslan. I dedicated my whole life to the subject. I personally visited all old battlefields and studied the most mysterious and forbidden archives containing chronicles of ancient wars, sometimes risking my life in the process. I saw a fallen sky city in Shori Empire with my own eyes, ripped out the control crystals from an experimenter class combat golem that guarded a Jiska laboratory with my own hands. These fingers held the glass flask that the servant of Pharaoh Forgotten Plagues used to create the first generation of pestilence and devastated the Jiska Imperium. How do I know so much? I saw and touched everything I'm telling you. You're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. The debate? Oh, I will be happy to prove the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Jiska. Very well. The last war of Jiska was waged using significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from the Allied planes. Their strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above apply to this war of yours. Compared to the Jiska, we are but a stone club wielding kobolds. I would like to conclude my thesis with a few words of wise counsel from Dagon, an advisor of the Pharaoh Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of the statement, but here it is nonetheless. A gadfly sees the ox pays no heed to the gadfly, but Crimson Fever takes them both. We got a world check, we got a roll of 5, diplomacy check, which is much more significant. The principles of the war are always the same. Weapons, causes, and resources may change, but the foundation remains immutable. Let's move fast. There is logic in your words, I give you that. Yes, the concept of war does not change, but the degree of sophistication in the methods that we use to destroy your foes. As a scholar, I cannot deny that there is a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline, rooted in fact and an evidentiary base that grows even more meager the further the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I have to argue in bad faith, the way the Crusaders embellish their tales of slaying a single Bermac by adding a dozen valors, for example, I could win this debate. I'm above such things, and therefore I'm forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Have you changed your mind about joining the Crusaders? Sure, you would have been able to expound on the arguments in a longer discussion. pick this here. I'm glad we both understand this limitation. It is always a pleasure to face a worthy opponent, even if the debate takes place in a growing tavern. Perhaps, especially because of that. Nara unbuckles her sword belt and hands you the weapon. This is a worthy blade. It must be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. Claude, Jessica. And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. About time I got back to my research. Stay safe. Oh, I took the little dude with me. But what did I get? We didn't get this last time. Weapons. Let's just go date. Newest. Claude Jessica. Short sword. Straight sword forged by a craftsman of Garand. The scarab is decorated with engraved and fixed battles. Saurian and Jessica Imperium. Nobody bind ours. Okay. It's just the masterwork. Seems strange. Not sure what's up with that. We'll just put it on us so we don't sell it. See if it ever. I wish we could do, because I think if I do my sell, it'll sell that too. Maybe if we could like right click and protect it from being sold, that'd be a good idea. Right, who else we have? Lane, you got anything to say? I want to know more about you. Tell me about your people. You come, okay. Just going through his lines here. Tell me so you can see the surface again. No, it wasn't it. I don't like going my subordinate side things for me. You're my companion. Companions should trust each other. I'm counting on you to give me honest answers, not excuses. Yes, you're right. I should have been. Okay. Give me a long story. Alright, please go on. Another long story. Why didn't you go up and join the Crusaders before? Could have just abandoned my tribe, of course. Would you like to find your mother? No. Okay. I want to meet her, not because I feel any resentment, I just, she's a half-elf. Look at her first gray hair. I'll be ramshackled old man. Friends love didn't survive hardship, that doesn't mean the same thing will happen to you. Break my beloved heart when I die, and when I die, her arms 5 years later. Okay, truly sorry. Sorry, buddy. Well then, I'm very lucky. Thanks for sharing. Longer's life are short and getting older. How old are you? I'm as old as I look, no surprise there, but remember Soul? He's 10 years older than me. I remember him as a fearless fighter. I watched him turn into an old man day after day. Him and my father. Happens very quickly. Okay. I want to talk about Windwalk. Are you sure? Alright. Tell me about your connections. She doesn't think she's a shadow. Of course she thinks she did everything right. Tough question. I used to ask myself the same thing at some point because Wenwang knew me better than anyone, understand me better than anyone. Was my first woman, but we never loved each other. Maybe we'll be able to love her, but it was like she never understood what love is. Thanks. So, can you wear a hat with that one horn? Sure, I can, but certain designs don't suit me very well. I found out everything I needed to know. I think life on the surface will be different. Anyway, look who I'm talking to. You must know life on the surface much better than I do. Oh yes. Also have a few questions for our reckless aristocracy. You guys will have to wait until we try. Okay. You said you're prepared to take your life. Alright, thanks, buddy. Where are we at on our journey? We're moving towards chaotic good. These people have anything to say? Okay. That little man with a fuzzy gray beard mumbles in a prayer. Looks as tired as everyone else in the tavern, but determined to stand upon his haggard face. What can I do for you? Show me the scrolls you're selling. Did I not talk to this guy on the last run, or was he? Maybe he wasn't here. It would be nice if I could know which things they could learn. We get an extend magic rod. Bracers of the Wizard. Grant the wearer a bonus of +2. This is if they were wearing armor and +3 confidence bonus in non-star fauna checks. We won't have money for this stuff, I don't think. Got scroll and freedom of movement. Oh. 70 minutes. Spell magics. Communal fire protection. Scroll of pick your poison. Respector cold resist 10. If the wearer has an ice plant hex, it grants them +2 natural armor bonus. Ooh. Guardian of Light. As long as the wearer of this amulet is under the effect of Death Force spell, they get a +2 morale bonus to AC against attacks upon dead creatures. Use any single target cure wound spell for those critical or current member of HP is 0 or less. The target is healed for an additional number of HP equal to their number of hit dice. Okay. Now we got our alchemist stuff. Crazy how this it's 100 for the level 1 kit, and then 2,000 for the level 2. And this jump makes more sense to me, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna have to hit you up later. Later. What you got to say, girl? Oh hey, so how they patched me up? Now I can run, jump, and dance a jig if I'd like to. These suspicious places in the city I have to pay attention to. There are a couple of spots I wanted to check out but I didn't have time. There really is a den of cultists there. It would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric. They always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, alright, but someone ain't it. Second one is the Alchemy Shop Topaz Solution. They trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical ritual going on in that place. Okay, thanks. This guy is the what do you call it? Merchant, or not merchant, mercenaries. Goodness. Let's sell our stuff. Tell me what you have. And offer. Get rid of the javelin. We're not going to use that. Full master. So I don't think anyone else is going to use that. Yeah, we can just sell it. And no one's going to be using glaives. I'm not going to be using social. I'm not really keen on him. But this might be useful. Because we do fight quite a few undead here in a few. Alright, so that gets us some money. Ain't got no weapons? What the hell? Dark Omen. Ability to cast spells simultaneously. Okay. Whenever the weather is gloves with cantrip level 1 deals 1 additional point of damage per die rolled. Okay. What's for the cantrips? Or a level, first level spell. That's interesting. Alright. Got some mage armor. Apprentice lockpicks. This lockpick grants a +5 bonus to trickery skill when used to pick locks. Okay, that's pretty cool. We definitely need a bag of holding. And we should get some... I wonder if we should just get... we should probably get a couple of these. And then get scrolls. I think the scrolls are cheaper. Do you have any? Yes. Got ingredient for some tasty dishes. Reduce person stuff. Plus wisdom. Placement potion. Fill flask of holy water. Our tit deals 2d4 points of holy damage to an undead creature or an evil outsider. Each such creature within 5 feet of the point where the flask takes 1 point of holy damage from the splash. That might be useful. Not 100% sure. We'll get this for now. Give us some money. And learn this. Keep these books on us for the time being. Just those orders. Just put that in here. Put the books in there. I think that's about it. Up to the diary. But we could get rid of the dueling sword too. Alright, let's get rid of the dueling sword. Let's go through this guy's stuff. Who are you? You really a vampire? No. How'd you end up in the Crusader City? Any news of the city? Any places worth visiting? Taxi and the wine cellar. I'll go to the wine cellar. You're not one for talking. I have to go. Thanks. Are we gonna get our money? Here's my money. I have a job for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay for your service. What do you mean, job for someone like me? So we gotta go see him. We failed our perception check. Really? One of those people in the entire world owes him something. Let's give the right to me badly. So what does the job involve? What kind of award are we talking about? Ooh, we're never gonna make that. 1,000 gold coins. Holy. Wow. Deal. Marvelous. Just simply marvelous. Alright, Staunton. You know anything about the storyteller? Storyteller? Oh yeah, we used to talk all the time. What do people say about you? Everything. They don't like them. Why they hate you so much? Because you were the reason Dresden fell. You were given a chance to live, so go and live, and stop blaming others for what you did in your life. Right? I agree. Say to Phil because how is that possible? You mean how? You don't trust the word condemned, go ask somebody else. Like my brother Jorn. You still don't believe it? That's it, Jim. It's it. What's it to me? You don't have any friends? No, no one likes them. Somebody could dare tell you paid your penance by now. Yeah, Gaffrey's just punishing him for life, basically. Alright. Is that everyone now? Guess we can talk to Sela. I'd like to know more about you. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm a little bit of Gib, from Gib, and a Cottapesh. Long road, haven't you? Very long road. You can't tell me the story about fighting. Yeah, tell me about the story. Well, it looks like somebody pulled me into starting a tale. I guess I'll have to tell you the whole story. If you're a small town, okay. Yeah. It's a good story. You could have died in disgrace on the gallows, but instead he died a hero. Alright. I just become a paladin. Life is cruel, full of chaos, on the survival is down to luck. Even assuming small misdeed can have terrible consequences. Yeah, life is cruel, girl. You gotta deal with what you got. What are the principles of the paladins to follow? Okay. Thank you. Whoever said your furniture now is missing. Rith is worried about our fighters. I understand that. I wanted to take her to myself and to distract her. But I could use some help. Okay, we'll help you. Think about what's going on in the city. If we want to win, we can't be mourning our deceased day and night. Plus, joy heals the soul. There's wisdom in traditions of mourning, and one shouldn't reject them. All the more so if inappropriate merriment could offend the other mourners. Many people's loved ones perish in canals. At first, they my troubles with a smile and a bit of common sense. Grief is a weapon they use against you. Yeah, we'll go with the chaotic. Like things like you wanted to do. I'll cover myself in glory and becoming a hero of hundreds of ballads. Or at least a dozen. If they're lively ones, anyway. I want to sound like I'm criticizing my brother's honest, but Eagle Watch and the other orders are focused on just winning the world against the war wounds. Okay. I don't want to go through every single line. Just make sure that's all he does. Yeah, 4,500. 4,500 for level 3.
Without a doubt.
Who's this guy? Are you one of the Crusaders? Think you're defending those of us talent whose talents lie off the field. Servant of Aristotle. Oh, this is the guy that goes to Chili Creek. That for some reason Chili Creek was empty when I went there. I took my holy orders recently, so my god is on this sound. Okay, yeah. Going to Chili Creek. I'll come see you. I can use a help player. Oh, I can't right now. Okay. Useless. We're definitely going to Chili Creek before we go to the Dresden, because we somehow we missed Chili Creek totally last time. And I'm thinking that it's because we went so late. We'll take all this and sell it. We'll do. Got you again. How many times is this gonna be? You're just so deeply. These we have to put them down, I think. Oh, that's up. Down.
I can see my destination.
I can see my destination. That one's down, that one's down. Okay, they're all down. Oh, I thought it was all down. Down, down. So, up, down, up. Won't budge. Up, down, down. There it is. Up, down, down. Okay. This is charisma, I think. Yeah, charisma. The only person who probably cares about that is Sila. Yellow letter. Okay. Relay to Canabras. No, nothing will stop this murder from taking complete control of the city into its hands and serving a so-called justice on everyone. These acts of violence are just the beginning of a full-scale massacre. I agree. He wants to kill everybody. For some reason, he was quick to save us when we were brought into the market, though.
Hey, Chief! Hey, Dreamboat, come over here! I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Lord.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
What do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Why are you in chains?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
Your shadow. What was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
Alright, how can I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy, Woljif, locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Alright.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
We'll talk later. We'll get him out, even though he just leaves us anyway. What do we got out here? More stuff to sell. Just stomped his brother. New faces, it's a good time to come to Canabras. Do you know everyone in Canabras? He's Staunton's brother. Yep. Where did I go? He go. Why is he blamed for the fall? So the story 1,000 times. You're telling me you don't know. Time won't kill me. Okay. Yeah, Monago made him do stuff. Go Radiance. Do you recognize the sword? Don't recognize? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. Here's my brand. See? Dorothy takes the sword in her hand, using at it like a dotting father. Oh, Yenya. Things have been tough without you. At least we've got your sword. That's something. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can preserve. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things, but something like an echo of deeds done with that weapon. Or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I'll say one thing, take care of that sword. The enemy may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see Radiance. Oops, the scover's all worn. Maybe having a fine sword like this, get all carried around with a tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. The city stands strong, we both survive. Come see me again and I'll have it ready for you. What do you forge? What kinds of stuff? What you got? A sickle, a dagger of attrition. Well, there's +1 that lets hit on an enemy and deals 1 constitution damage once per round. That's good. Undead killer. Detainer. Let's do crossbow lands a hit. The target must have fortitude save DC 16. Alright, fortitude save. +1 long spear lands a hit while mounted. Okay. Like crossbow force. After critical hit deals 2d4 force damage to all enemies in 10-foot radius. Okay. +1 holy damage on hit. Severe strike. Whenever this +1 light mace confirms a critical hit, deals additional 1d8 damage. You got a bunch of crap, man. Good lord. Like every damn type of weapon in the game, I think. Merry-go-round. +1 heavy fill misses attack. The next attack will eliminate, no matter if it hits or misses, deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Pain Channeler. +1 Falcata grants the swearer +2 bonus on attack rolls for all touch attacks. Roaring Hand Axe. +1 sonic damage. Smasher. Over this +2 necrotic earthbreaker confirms critically hit an enemy and get a crap DC or suffer 2 strength damage. Alright, +1. Oh, I don't think we have any weapons that we want from you. Buckler. Whenever the wielder of this +1 buckler receives a critical hit, they are affected with the effect of mirror image spell that produces 2 mirror images that last 2 rounds. Okay. Light shield, light armor. This +1 leather armor grants the wearer +4 bonus AC against sneak attacks. +1 heavy mail. Light armor +1. She could use that upgrade, I think. That's 6,000. Ain't no way of buying that damn thing. That's what she wants. She uses a buckler, right? Yeah. That's 4,000. Can't afford that either. That's the only light armor he has. Oh, he's got a chain shirt, so we don't want. Leather armor, no. Living Ram, whenever the +1 breastplate uses this combat maneuver and hits an enemy, they deal 1d6 bludgeoning damage, and the enemy must pass a reflex save DC 17 or become prone. Oh, uses charge, okay. NGs, huh? Nope. I think we're not going to get any of this. And then +1. I guess we could get that for her. +1 AC. But our shield. So do we want to spend 1,400 or 1,170? We'll spend 1,170. Either way, we're gonna get we can just trade these out. Deal. All right. She needs to put this all up. Oh, I forgot to sell our crap. Thanks, buddy. Anybody else out here? You can watch people. Okay. Looks like we just got survivors down here. Double check though.
Without a doubt.
Yes, without a doubt. do in here. Is there anybody up here? More regular crusaders. Some goods. Okay. This is the thing that I think is like tells you don't get corruption where you are when you rest, or resets your corruption, whatever you want to call it. Are we stuck on something? What the hell? Yeah, it's been sanctified. Okay. Alright, you're bad.
There are many roads to success.
The tiefling chained up in the finish game. Tell me about him. The ill-reported let a soldier spend their days watching over a middling thief. We will take him. It's your main objective.
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the ward stone and blow up the whole barrier around the world wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the world wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a ward stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the abyss.
Alright. These war stones, what are they? The greatest treasure. Last me to ask some personal questions. Where are you from? Why'd you become paladin? Not talking any of these. How'd you come to join the knightly order? We pass the lower religion check. Can't imagine followers of the alliance of the demon worshippers when they hate each other. Naturally. The people of Canabras feel. Tell me about Nivea. Thank you. Tell me about the Equal Watch. On the contrary, it wasn't really want to be a headquarters of the better cities. There's always doubt in herself. You gotta stay strong, girl. Goodness. Alright, let's go tell Woljif he's coming with us. What is this? Born Autumn Haze. These people are new. Who are you? A tall, fragile-looking elf is in front of you, eyes closed, as pale as ghost, his arms wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. Raising his eyes to meet you first. I am Form Autumn Haze, at your service. His pale lips are reeking by blood, but you see no signs of pain or fear in his gray eyes. Do you need help? Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer attended to me. Besides, I came from a resilient, sturdy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered to them. Your query, you're a Mendiv. I was stationing a fugitive. Described by the name of Ilessa. Pains me to admit that there are heinous factors such as more than nobles. I just kept up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared in the city as above the flames. I was injured in the battle and shredded. I couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. Sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently this time. I take it you're not that great of a hunter. Many underestimate the wisdom and experience my people can gather over centuries. I do hope my opponent will misjudge me as you have. I wish to aid you in your hunt. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all matters of terror on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. You happen to meet Alyssa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her many gifts. You'll be able to tell her appearance. It is warped. Day-gate skin, The malicious stare in her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more of a monster than an elf. Knowledge world. Oh, what do those skills look like again? Aww. Aww. It's dark. Okay. I'd like to know more about you. Tell me about yourself. I just accuse you harm or evil. Remind me of the query. Okay. Alright, I must go. Okay. That's cool. Something else to do. Alright, well, Jeff.
Well, Chief.
I talked to her about.
You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can you? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that Big Sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go. I'll show you the way.
Alright, we got him. We got everything in here now. Oh, I guess we should talk to him, huh? I know how there's a family or people too. We're not giving him anything. That doesn't sound very believable. Seriously? Tell me the real story. The story is boring. My family is human, both my father and my mother. We used to live in the village nearby and I forgot their name. How did you come? I already was a thief, and life made me a thief. Tell me about the thieflings. Tell me something you call a sister, that's low. Nobody should live in the constant threat of punishment can give them take a place. What do you think of the city? Have you demon blood in you? Why would you an inquisitor or something? Who's it to you? If I wronged you somehow, I can come and say it. Don't ask me trick questions. The super shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, roll up, roll up. No dark magic, no fraud. I trick without any deception. Ta-da! It doesn't do anything, it just looks scary. I don't like it. Demon magic is something to be proud of. It's a harmless illusion, but you shouldn't show it to anyone. People hate it when they don't understand. It looks formidable, I like it. What about the blue fire? That's my favorite part. It doesn't burn at all. I had a coin every time I've caught a beating for a little show here. An already beat proposition to Galfrey, but still I don't want to give up something so beautiful. I agree. That's enough talk. Okay, we talked to everybody. So this last of bits of crap that we have that we picked up along the way. And do we have anything to put in our box? We can keep that on this moves. Oh, I guess we can put that in the box. Doesn't weigh anything, but at least we'll save space for our inventory when we're looking for stuff. And that's that, I believe. Yeah. Oh, we wanted this guy. Who are you? Look to the local temple. The temple is gone though, and if you snooze here much longer, the city will be lost too. That boy with you. This one was a shepherd, my apprentice. He's a smart boy and his faith is strong. He serves Aristel though. There's still something you can learn from an old servant in Abadar. Be a great cleric when he gets a little older. What kind of help can I expect? First, I sell scrolls. I have lots of them. Something for every emergency. Second, while you're here in the tavern, I can read one for you. Granted, no surprises. You better not go to the city without a cleric. I'll be going there myself. I'm too old and powers are needed. Okay. Oh, whoops. We got 5,000. That's a restoration scroll. Well, lesser extend magic. Meta magic. I don't think we'll pick it up now. Pick it up later. Hero of Law, Scroll of Vein, Blessed Weapon, Bone Shatter, Bone Art, Chaos Hammer. We can get one of these just to learn it. Death Ward. Real Scroll of Freedom of Movement, those are good. Scroll of Pace. Oh. Okay. Magic Missile. Investment Armor. Scroll of Protection of Fire Communal. We will need one of these, I think. We're gonna buy one of those. Order's Wrath. Raise Dead. Sickness, remove blindness. Burst, for disease, remove fear, paralysis, for sickness. Resist energy. Shield. Scroll of Thundering Drums. Any creature in the area takes 1d full of points of sonic damage per caster level. Unholy Blight. Power to smite your enemies. Judge. Let's pick up the Alchemist 1 and get us some Diamond Dust. We'll get our Scroll Scribe, and we'll call it a deal.
I will guide.
Yeah, so doesn't show me good. Okay, so there is a little circle behind it. But like there's a circle behind that one too. belly. Oh, that's Gear Series. Okay. I think we'll pick up more later for sure. Especially would show that yeah you can learn it. Like that way we can't use it yet because we can't cast the second level, but once we get to our next level we'll be able to cast it. So alright, that's everyone here. Do we need to rest or are we rested? I'll put that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have anything. So let's just rest to get we'll just self-thought back. Then we're done in here for now. I want to show the completed stuff. We're gonna do that later, and we'll find her friend in the market. We'll go to the market first. Go through all those fights and everything. Alright, Woldiff, come on, buddy. Buildings, yes. We can't do anything about formation from here. We're not going there. We're not doing any of that yet. I don't think we went here before. I don't think we went there before either. I must not have talked to Anivia. I thought they told us we had to go to the market square. We gotta go to the Fallen Horse. Awesome. Prepared to fight. But we are prepared to fight.
Let me draw the first blood.
We'll do she shouldn't be up there. Not really sure why we're we know about flat-footed. Can't reach him.
Make every strike count.
Okay. Buff over here. I mean, I guess we'll leave your charge there. Visibility. Alright.
Go for their hearts!
Oh.
The light take you!
Light take you.
Endure this!
We got like, he must have like 1 hit point, literally. Whoa. Regular jean shirt. We're not taking that. Oh, no, we don't want to leave. We need to fix this first. Okay. So I want him there. I want him behind her. Actually, we can probably... There. There. Yeah, I don't want him to go in first. What is this AC? I didn't even
My
look.
tail is restless.
17, yeah. Poo poo. Oh, again, because Alright, let's get into this market. Right. Actually, I think we should just call this episode now and go on with the next. See you in a minute.